Item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yesterday, you guided that the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, who is also the DP President but also a minister in the NRM government, the Honorable Norbert Mao, that he will guide us on the issue of the Supreme Court judgment. And you said that he will be here. I am happy he's here. Mr. Speaker, I didn't see this matter on the order paper. I am only asking you to guide us on whether you will be calling him to explain what you promised yesterday to the House.
Yes, I'll not respond to the preamble of the Honorable Ssemujju because it is irrelevant. What the Supreme Court did is what linesmen do in a game of soccer. They simply raised the flag and said, "You have crossed the line." Yes. The courts do not make the laws. It is not the courts that made the Constitution. Neither is it the courts that enacted the UPDF Act. So, if the court says the UPDF Act collides with the Constitution, that means we have homework to do. And the government is committed to doing that homework, to do will alignment. They have simply said the wheels are facing in different directions. So, that is in general terms. So, the media drama about the courts and so on, this is not the first time the court has thrown out laws. The Police Act, many provisions were thrown out. So,
Please, honorable colleagues, the minister is holding the floor. Honorable Minister, you're holding the floor. I'll give you chances to respond.
Mr. Speaker, sir, you said earlier that we come here to talk, and I'm doing exactly that. Is there anything offensive that I've said? I've simply said that the government has a duty to respect the decision of the court. It's as simple as that. If the linesman raises the flag, it's the duty of the referee to blow the whistle, to acknowledge. These days you even have VAR. So all the drama is actually unnecessary. We stand by the Constitution, which says whenever there's a dispute about the interpretation of any law, the courts have the final word. That is obvious. Now, concerning implementation, I'm a lawyer, and all of you lawyers know that courts don't go to implement their own decisions. I do not know whether an order was extracted by the lawyers in these cases to take the next step. Because when those orders are then served on the people, whether on the government and so on, then you move the agencies. Even if the court has made the order, there are procedures that have got to be taken. The reason the government takes anybody to court is because the prosecution believes that they have enough evidence. Therefore, it will be up to them to now do the measures to transfer the cases to the civilian courts. And those are in the hands of the appropriate authorities, namely the DPP, and it is not in the hands of the prison authorities. The prison authorities are only holding the suspects. So, leave this to those who have been directed. I can only confirm that those who are supposed to do that work are doing it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think the Honorable Mao made it very clear that he was just talking. And I don't want to fault him. I was in Ruzira in 2011 in B2. I slept on the mattress that the Honorable Mao left there. And actually, my first meal is what he left before he was taken to Nakasongola. So the Honorable Mao is a victim. What the speaker did yesterday was to shift the responsibility to a person who has washed his hands clean, that I am not responsible. That's why, Mr. Speaker, because I had to go by your guidance, the Attorney General who went to court was here. I don't know, but your guidance took us to the wrong address. That's why even the Honorable Mao is asking, have they done this? Have they done this? My only disappointment is not what he has said. The disappointment is that we have suffered with him. You can imagine I slept on your mattress, the one you left there. And I don't think you celebrate those days when Mr. Museveni took you to prison. That's why you must lead us in liberating and rescuing people who are suffering the same way you are suffering. That's the only disappointment I have. That you can seek to rationalize the disobeying of a Supreme Court judgment by government agencies. At least your presence there should be like last time when I saw you also regretting why you joined and you are threatening to leave. So if they are not following the Constitution, I have known you, Honorable Norbert Mao, for a long time, since you are an MP here. You've been pushing for constitutionalism. I want to hear that Mao who speaks about constitutionalism and rule of law, not one who rationalizing people who are disobeying Supreme Court order, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now,